My phone buzzed at 2:14 a.m. Phoenix time. International number. Dubai area code. My husband's voice. Background noise of an airport. Lisa, I'm sorry. I had to do what was best for me. By the time you hear this, I'll be starting my new life. Don't bother looking for me. He hung up. I opened my email. Message from our title company, sent 6 hours earlier. Congratulations on the successful closing of your property at 4782 Desert View Drive. Wire transfer of $587,000 has been processed. Our house sold. Without my knowledge, without my signature, my husband had forged my name on the closing documents, wired the money to an offshore account, and fled to Dubai, thinking the UAE's lack of extradition treaty would protect him. He had no idea that I'd filed a fraud report with the FBI 12 hours before his plane took off, and Dubai immigration was waiting at the gate. The calm verdict was about to be delivered, in an airport detention room with Interpol, and with a husband who thought he was untouchable, hook and credentials 030 to 120. I didn't panic when I saw that email. I'd been expecting something like this for 3 months. They thought I was just a trusting wife who didn't pay attention to finances. They were about to learn I'm a licensed real estate agent with 15 years of experience and direct contacts at every title company in Phoenix. My name is Lisa Chun. I'm 38 years old. I've closed over 400 residential transactions in my career. I know exactly what documents require my signature, what fraud looks like, and who to call when it happens. For 3 months, I'd been watching my husband plan his escape, and for 3 months, I'd been building a case that would follow him anywhere in the world. Hit subscribe to Calm Verdict Stories. Drop your city in the comments. If you've ever had a spouse try to steal everything and run, this story is for you, because sometimes the best response to international flight is an international arrest warrant. Backstory: 1:22 4 o'clock. I met Marcus Chun in 2015. He was a tech sales executive. Charming, ambitious, confident. We married in 2017. We bought our house in North Phoenix in 2018. $420,000. Beautiful desert modern home. 3 bedrooms, mountain views, pool. I handled all the paperwork. I'm the real estate professional. I knew what we were buying. The house was titled as community property with right of survivorship. Both our names, equal ownership. In Arizona, both spouses must sign to sell community property. Our marriage was good at first. We bought to workhead, made decent money, traveled. Normal life. But by 2022, things shifted. Marcus started talking about moving to Dubai. The tech scene there is exploding. No state taxes. Better quality of life. I have a real estate career here, I said. I can't just move to Dubai. You could build a career anywhere. Not without a work visa. Not without starting over. The conversations increased. He researched Dubai constantly. Showed me apartment listings, talked about tax optimization and asset protection. I thought it was just a phase. Escalation 4 o'clock to 6:30, January 2024. Marcus opened a bank account I didn't recognize. I saw a statement on his desk. What's this account? Business account. For consulting work. What consulting work? Side projects. Don't worry about it. March 2024. He asked me to sign a document. Just a refinance application. Better interest rate. I read it carefully. It wasn't a refinance. It was a property appraisal authorization form required before selling. This isn't a refinanced form. This is for an appraisal before selling. Oh, is it? I must have grabbed the wrong form. Never mind. He left the room. But I kept the document. Dated March 18, 2024. Took a photo. April 2024. Our house was appraised. I didn't schedule it. The appraiser showed up. Mrs. Chun, I'm here for the appraisal you ordered. I didn't order an appraisal. He showed me the work order, signed by Lisa Chun. Not my signature. I let him complete the appraisal. Didn't tell Marcus I knew. The discovery, 6:30 to 9 o'clock May 2024. I started watching. I checked our property records weekly. No changes yet. I monitored our bank accounts. No large transfers yet. I set up alerts with our title company, Stewart Title. If anyone initiates any transaction on 4782 Desert View Drive, notify me immediately, even if my signature is on the documents. May 20th, 2024. Alert from Stewart Title. Lisa, your property has been listed with a title company. Did you authorize this? No. What title company? First American Title. Not us. Someone's trying to avoid our fraud alerts. Send me everything. She sent me the listing. Seller, Marcus and Lisa Chun. Listing agent, Marcus Chun. He'd gotten a real estate license specifically for this. Buyer, an LLC I didn't recognize, Desert Holdings AZ. I researched the LLC. Registered April 5, 10th, 2024. Registered agent, a law office in Delaware. Ownership hidden, but the registered email, a Gmail account linked to Marcus's name. He was selling our house to his own shell company to avoid suspicion. May 28, 2024. I hired an attorney, not just any attorney. Rebecca Tran. She specializes in international asset fraud. Lisa, this is textbook, wire, fraud, and forgery. But if he's planning to leave the country, we need to act fast. What do? We file with the FBI. Wire fraud is federal, and we contact Interpol. Strategic preparation 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, June 2024. I let Marcus proceed. Didn't confront him. Just documented everything, June 10th, 2024. Closing date scheduled, First American Title. I was not notified. I was not invited. But my contact at Stewart Title had a friend at First American. She sent me the entire closing package. My signature was on every document. Power of attorney. Deed. Settlement statement. All forged. I compared the signatures to my real signature. The owl loop was wrong. The C-slant was off. Someone had copied my signature, but missed the small details. I hired a forensic document examiner, David Wu, certified by the American Board of Forensic Document Examiners. His analysis. The signatures attributed to Lisa Chun on these documents are simulated forgeries. Probability of authenticity, less than 5%. June 12, 2024. Rebecca filed with the FBI. Complaint. Wire fraud, bank fraud, forgery, interstate fraud, Arizona to Delaware LLC. Evidence, forged documents, forensic analysis, property records, shell company registration, unauthorized appraisal, June 14, 2024. The FBI opened a case, assigned to Agent Sarah Morrison, White Collar Crimes Division, June 18, 2024. Rebecca contacted Interpol through FBI channels. Red notice request. Subject, Marcus Chun, U.S. citizen, suspected of wire fraud and international flight, to avoid prosecution. Warrant, federal arrest warrant issued, District of Arizona, the closing 11 o'clock to 12:30 June 20, 2024. Las dos páginas, M. The house sold. I wasn't there. The wire transfer, $587,000 our equity after paying off the mortgage, sent to an account in the Cayman Islands, then transferred to an account in Dubai. I had the complete wire trail. Rebecca subpoenaed it within hours of the closing. June 21, 2024. Las 10:30, Alto M. Marcus came home. Normal.com. How was your day? He asked. Fine. Yours? Good. Closed a big deal. He didn't mention selling our house. June 22, 2024. Marcus told me he had a business trip to Dubai. 1 week. Okay. Safe travels. I didn't argue. I knew he wasn't coming back. June 23, 2024. Las 8:15 página M. Marcus boarded Emirates Flight 226. Phoenix to Dubai. 14-hour flight. I tracked the flight on FlightAware. Rebecca called me. Interpol has been notified. Dubai immigration has the red notice. They'll detain him upon arrival. What if UAE doesn't cooperate? They will. They will. Wire fraud, stolen funds. They don't want that reputation. Plus, we froze his Dubai bank account through international asset seizure protocols. He'll land to nothing. The landing 12:30 to 14:30, June 24, 2024. Las 6:47, página M. Dubai time, 2:47 a.m. Phoenix time. Flight EK226, landed. My phone buzzed. Las 2:14 alto M. Marcas calling from Dubai. Lisa, I'm sorry, I had to do what was best for me. By the time you hear this, I'll be starting my new life. Don't bother looking for me. He thought he'd landed safely. Cleared customs. Was free. He had no idea what happened 90 seconds after he hung up. Rebecca called me at 2:47 a.m. He's been detained. Dubai immigration arrested him at passport control. Interpol red notice. He's in custody. What happens now? UAE is cooperating. He'll be held for extradition proceedings. The US has 30 days to file formal extradition request. Based on our evidence, it's a formality. And the money? Dubai froze his account the moment he landed. The $587,000 is frozen pending investigation. We'll recover it. The extradition 1432, 16 o'clock July 2024. Marcus sat in Dubai detention while his attorney tried to fight extradition. UAE prosecutors reviewed the evidence, forged documents, wire fraud, stolen proceeds. They had no interest in protecting him. August 15, 2024. UAE approved extradition. September 3, 2024. Marcus was flown back to Phoenix. In custody, Federal Marshals. September 10, 2024. Arraignment. Federal Court, District of Arizona. Charges: wire fraud 18 U.S.C. Section 1343, bank fraud 18 U. Section 1344, aggravated identity theft 80 in U.S.C. Section 1028A, interstate transportation of stolen property 80 in U.S.C. Section 2314, potential sentence 30 years federal prison. His attorney offered a plea deal. Guilty to wire fraud and forgery, 15 years, eligible for parole after 10, full restitution. The prosecutor looked at me. What do you think? I want my house back. I want every penny. And I want him to understand you can't just forge someone's signature and flee the country. October 2024. Marcus pled guilty. Sentencing: 12 years federal prison, $587,000 restitution, plus legal fees, $78,000. The sale was voided. The house returned to my name. Resolution: las 4 de la tarde. END, November 2024. I live in my house, the one Marcus tried to steal. The $587,000 was returned, plus his retirement accounts, which the court awarded to me as part of restitution. Total recovery: $712,000. I filed for divorce while he was in detention in Dubai. Uncontested. Finalized before his extradition. Marcus is in federal prison in Arizona. He'll serve at least 10 years. His new life in Dubai lasted about 3 minutes after landing. If you've made it this far, drop a comment. Tell me your city. Tell me if you've ever had someone try to steal your property and run. Real estate fraud happens. Forged signatures happen. Spouses fleeing the country happens. But title company alerts, forensic document examiners, and Interpol red notices stop them. My name is Lisa Chun. I'm 39 years old. I'm a real estate agent, a homeowner, and someone who learned that international borders don't protect criminals when you file the paperwork first. They thought Dubai's lack of extradition treaty would save him. They didn't know about Interpol. They didn't know UAE cooperates on financial crimes. They didn't know I'd been documenting everything for 3 months. He thought I wouldn't notice until he was safely in Dubai. I noticed in March, filed with the FBI in June. He was arrested in June. I stayed calm. I built the case. I let him think he was getting away. And when he landed in Dubai thinking he was free, the only thing waiting for him was handcuffs. The verdict is always calm. The evidence is always international, and borders don't protect fraud when Interpol has your name. Protect your property. Monitor your title setup, alerts, and if your spouse starts researching countries without extradition treaties, call the FBI before they board the plane. My husband sold our house and fled to Dubai. The FBI made sure Dubai sent him back.